We are at the Lyric, sitting today with Co-Stanza.
I'm Jack Costanza, guitarist, vocalist, and primary writer for the project.
I'm Ryan Adams. I'm a guitarist, decent keys player, and producer and engineer for the project.
Nice. So we have Costanza playing at Summer Solstice the 21st and the 22nd of this month. And so could you guys tell us a little bit about why you're excited or what you're excited about for this year's Summer Solstice?
Yeah, absolutely. We played Summer Solstice once before and had to skip one of them, which was a huge bummer. And so I think we were on tour, we had a conflicting gig or some radius clause or something. So I'm just excited to be back on the big stage. Playing outside of the Lyric is awesome. Both stages are great, but getting to have the big screen behind you and the kind of, especially with the new concrete setup and everything, I'm stoked. And we've been trying to figure out which local shows we're gonna play. And as soon as we got the email of this one, we were like, that's the exact type of Fort Collins fun, full kind of vibe. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I've played at the Lyric a couple times, and I've never gotten to play the big outdoor stage. So that's what I'm most excited about, but I mean, I love this place, and I'm just excited to be back and playing here again.
Yeah. What was your last Lyric show?
I think Foco MX.
Foco MX?
Yeah, Foco MX was the last time I played here.
Heck yeah.
Foxy Velour.
Oh,
Shouts
Foxy
out.
Velour?
Shouts out Foxy Velour.
Shouts out Foxy.
Velour.
Come on.
Hell yeah. So what can fans expect from your performance this year at Summer Solstice?
Make sure your shoes have proper ankle and arch support.
Yes.
You're going to want to dance. That's kind of the whole goal. So if your goal is to boogie and learn choruses quickly so that you can sing along with us, that's what you should expect. Yeah.
I would also recommend wearing a moisture wicking shirt. You're gonna sweat from dancing so much, and you're gonna have a great time. Expect to sing really loud and have a smile on your face the whole time.
In general, it's an indie pop alt rock combo project. So it's a lot of it's fairly guitar centric.
Lots of guitars.
Ready to boogie, a little bit of funk, a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of smatterings of other things.
Nice, that sounds great.
One song that's controversially country that you can decide.
Are we even gonna play that one?
Yeah, we have to.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
we're playing that one.
Nice,
But I don't know if you won't know which one it is because it's a half and half if it's country or not.
I'll give you a hint. It's called Sweet Home Alabama.
Dude, I love that one.
You've heard it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't believe that.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
dude, I was listening to it. I put it on repeat.
Nice to meet a
every
fan.
Wednesday. Yeah. So I don't want to spoil any secrets or anything, but are you guys planning anything special or new material for the show?
For the first time in a minute, we have new stuff. Yes, yeah. It's been we've been working on some things for a bit, kind of on and off, and our show schedule's been busy and writing schedule has been busy and stuff. So it's taken a minute, but this will be one of the first shows in a while where there'll be at least two brand new, and then hopefully up to 4 or 5.
Oh, nice.
Which should be really fun. Yeah, because it's always exciting to see how new stuff does, and I think this is a perfect place to kind of lay it out where everyone's ready to have a good time and enjoy the evening. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, some new stuff, which is sick.
Hell yeah. Are those recorded or available anywhere?
Not yet.
Not yet.
They're not available anywhere, but some of them are kind of recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of them are kind of recorded. Yeah, you guys get the sneak peek, I guess.
For real.
All right. So, how does playing at Summer Solstice, you think, compare to other shows? What are some main differences, you think?
You got this one. I
Yeah.
the first Summer Solstice.
I think that there's just events that happen, kind of like Foco MX, depending on your room a little bit, but there's just events that happen that feel like the music is front and center and the show is front and center, but also people are just really trying and being ready to enjoy themselves. Okay. And so there's this kind of deep supportive safety net. Nice. Of we're gonna do it, we're gonna do what we do, it's gonna sound great, it's gonna be fun, everyone's gonna sound amazing, but also it's really about being at a place with people you love, having the actual outdoor experience, being kind of part of nature, because it is pretty and you can see the mountains and you got trees all around. And so I love this one because it feels like as long as you do your thing, nothing can really turn sound.
Yeah.
The event itself is so nice that it's like people are gonna have a good time. Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's like the best part about the Fort Collins like music scene. That's what makes it special, is that like a lot of the events are like that. Like I feel the same way about things like Foco MX and all that stuff. It's the amount of support and love that goes around with everybody in this scene is really palatable, and you really can feel it even amongst bands that are fully different than you. You know, like we talk about all the time about how much we love bands like Bitchflower and Misty and stuff like that, but we don't sound anything like them.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of other bands, Summer Solstice is known for a pretty vibrant atmosphere and a diverse lineup. Who are you looking forward to seeing on this year's lineup?
I'm a Misty stan.
Oh,
yeah. I'm a Misty stan. They're so good.
So excited to see Patty Fiasco.
Yeah, that's going to be super sick.
That'd be good too.
Yeah, the list is long. I mean,
everybody on. We were just saying earlier how awesome this lineup is this year. So we're going to be.
You kind of got the whole crew. I pretty much blacked out my calendar for Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, me
it's going to be right either there or there for the 48 hours. Yeah.
How do you guys prepare for festivals or concerts such as Summer Solstice?
Rehearsal.
Yeah. We don't have any specific we don't have like a green M&M's rider kind of thing, or like a mantra, or we don't like pull olive oil before the show.
I mean, I do, but no one listens. So.
But I don't know. I mean, I think in a way, without taking it for granted, I think that luckily we're adding in some new songs, but we've really locked into what we've got, and I feel like we've been gigging pretty consistently for a while. So I feel really the way that we prepare for this one in a way that's different is adding in these new songs. And so just really trying to be like, all right, how do we make sure that these don't sound like new songs?
Yeah.
They sound like songs we know, like in our back pocket, but also they're exciting to everyone else. So I think right now the practice regimen, luckily, is that the songs we've been ripping and gigging on, they're pretty much good. Now we really want to try to put our best foot forward and really spend the next couple practices just being like, all right, let's take these new songs and let's try a new guitar part, let's try a new melody, let's try a new drum, let's really get them as good as we can get so they fit right in and people can feel comfortable and also excited. So for this festival, I think that's the main prep. I think my favorite memory of a lyric gig was when we flew out our friend Noah, who we both know from Illinois, because we're both from just outside Chicago, and our drummer was out of town, Simon Martin. We love Simon, but he was out of town. And so Noah flew in. It was an early COVID, post-COVID regulations show. And my dad also came out, who lives in Illinois.
Just met him the other day, too.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
nice.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So my dad also came out, which was really, really fun. And I obviously hadn't seen him as often because of all the restrictions. And we were taking our time, seeing each other. So he came out, and Owen Ostermuller was still in our band, so it's kind of like a big old throwback.
Owen used to play with you?
Owen played keys with us.
Owen also went to school with us in Chicago.
He did, yeah.
Really?
So Chicago group. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So go see him at Sunset Lounge Fridays and Saturdays.
Great pianist.
Fantastic. But yeah, that show just made me really feel like, man, I moved to the city, things kind of fell through the floor because of COVID. They were coming back, and I felt so much pride and comfort and safety and excitement about being here, and just a lot of what Ryan was mentioning, just a lot of love and support for whatever you're making, as long as you're making it in a way that you believe in and you're having fun with.
Speaking about your set list and such, how has this festival coming up influenced how you've created your set list?
I mean, it definitely, we put a lot of thought into every set list that we build. It is always a lengthy, hour-long conversation of should we do this one here, or would it be better later on? We really put a lot of time and effort into trying to make the set list as effective as possible in giving everyone the best show experience possible. But for things like this, for festivals in general, it's we always want to keep the energy up, and we always want to try and make sure everyone's having as good a time as possible.
And I do think for this one, we kind of mentioned a little bit, it's we haven't played a headline role in Fort Collins in a while, and we really want to give some new stuff.
Yes.
That's kind of for this set list specifically.
Yeah.
It was all right, if we're gonna headline a festival in town, let's not play what we did last headline.
Mhm.
You know, so I think that's been kind of an informing decision for how we're going to make this one a little different. And then, like Ryan said earlier too, leaning into those, like, okay, we played this song a bunch of times, but what if we added a stop here, or what if we, you know, slow this part down, or what if, you know, so that's kind of another thing too, is like we've really been taking the opportunity to like headline in our hometown seriously.
So for fans coming to see y'all this upcoming summer solstice, what message or vibes are you hoping to convey with your performance?
I think it's really, as corny as it is a little bit, it's like it's a welcome summer.
Yeah.
It's like a bring it on. Go to the river, rent a boat, get some open-toed shoes,
Yes.
and let's boogie. Let's do it. I mean, you move. The whole year here is good, but you're really here because of summer.
Yeah.
And I think that's the quickest way I can say it. It's like, it is kind of like, let's go. Like, I just finished my teaching semester, and the sun is out, the grass is getting green. Let's get it. I think. I don't know.
I don't really have anything to add to that.
there's not, other than just we want to see you guys boogieing, but also making sure you're intaking a proper amount of electrolytes. So you don't
very important
have
for
any
this
issues. And
That's important.
It's like 98 degrees right now. Well, sweet. Well, that's it. I thank y'all very much for coming out here and hanging
Thanks for
out with
having
us
us.
today.
Yeah, thanks,
super
dude.
excited for y'all set coming
We're
up.
super excited.
And get out here for summer solstice, June 21st and 22nd.
come out.
Headliners Co-Stanza here at the Lyric.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Why don't you just leave your feet on the floor?